Okay, let's do this. Let's talk to the camera by ourselves in a public place. Yeah, you don't look fucking crazy at all. Over the last few weeks, we've learned a lot of new tricks. Many battles have been won. So what I want to do for this week is I want to share the love. And I want to help people out there in the world learn a new skateboarding trick. Am I qualified to teach a skateboarding trick? Probably not, but I'm going to do my best. This is a trick that I think anybody can learn. It is a trick you can learn before you've even gotten ollies down. It's still going to be difficult, but you can definitely learn it if you put in the work. The trick that we're going to attempt to teach today is the old school kickflip. An old school kickflip is executed by placing some of your toes underneath the board and using them to flip the board over. I think I got it. Now this is one of my favourite tricks to do. I first learned this trick because I could not kickflip. It's kind of a good way of keeping you motivated while you're still battling that trick. Before you start to learn this trick, you do need to be comfortable riding around on your board, especially because if you do this trick a certain way, you're going to land in your fakie stance, so you'll be travelling backwards. First thing we need to look at is the foot positioning when you are standing on the board. Your feet are going to stand parallel on the edges of the board, with your toes pointing towards the nose. We should be stood in about the middle of the board, with the foot that's going to do the flipping maybe slightly further back. This is going to be an uncomfortable stance to get used to at first. Once you've had a bit of time to practice, there'll be no trouble at all. The next step is we need to squeak our flicking foot underneath the board. This can be done with either your front or your back foot. Personally, I prefer to use my front foot, but in all the other tutorials I saw, they did recommend using your back foot. The reason I like to use my front foot is because you land in regular, as opposed to fakie, so it feels far more stable when you land. But the trick is the same thing, no matter which foot you use. The next step is to put pressure on the foot that is not going to do the flip. This will cause the board to tip and will assist in the flipping motion. We need to lock the crotch of our flipping foot into the side of that board. This is what's going to allow us to sneak our toes underneath the board as we flip and jump. As you jump, your toes are going to lift under the board and flip it over, allowing the board to flip round so that we can land back on it. Another really important tip to remember is your shoulders. When you start riding on the board, your shoulders are going to be very open and straight facing in front of you down the nose of the board. As you jump, you lead the flip by turning the shoulders in the direction that the board is flipping. This will help you to land nice and stable when you come back down on the board. And don't forget to bend those knees. You can work through the baby steps for this trick and just practice flipping the board over one-footed. Once you've mastered flipping the board with one foot and landing on it, you can practice the trick stationary. And I'm not going to lie to you, you can definitely get bodied doing this trick. Eventually. Falling over is part of learning skateboarding tricks, and I fall all the time. It's not that bad really. And once you've nailed it stationary, it's it's just time to start practicing. And practicing. And practicing. So that's the video, guys. I hope that one helped. If you like the stuff I make, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I am definitely not the sort of person who should be teaching skateboarding, but I wanted to teach a trick that I feel everybody can learn. If you give this one a good bit of effort, give it a few hours, persist, you'll get this one. I'll see you in the next one.